Hi, you're listening to Everyday Superpower, a place where you can learn about body language, non-verbal communication, and essentially be able to read the minds of others and understand others purely by looking at them and observing your fellow person. Alright, so we're going into part 2 of my hungover series, so thank you very much for your patience in advance, as I did drink too much last night. Feel free to like, subscribe, do what you do. If you have any opinions, leave a comment, and let's get into it. So today, we're going to be talking about why men may possibly love a woman's long legs. Okay, so in advance, I'll just say I study body language, non-verbal communication. I am not, completely thoroughly educated in evolutionary biology, but I can understand reoccurring themes and patterns when it comes to this particular field. So hopefully we have some good food for thought, and at the very least something to discuss by the end of this video. Alright, so when a girl reaches puberty, her legs will lengthen as hormones, estrogen in particular, will flood her body and change her into a woman. Alright, them long legs, and by the way, women mature faster in these periods than men, so as far as maturing to a actual mature level, the woman will reach there faster than the boy. Okay, so at this particular moment in time, it's a very powerful visual signal telling the males around her that she is sexually maturing and reaching a maturity capable of childbearing. Alright, so what I'm asking you is this why long legs are associated with female sexuality? Okay, supermodels, film stars may possibly have disproportionate bodies that have retained the essence of those pubescent long legs. Okay, so when we talk about anchoring and how we can anchor particular emotions and feelings and so forth with particular times in our lives and events and items and stuff as to which we link from one to the other, when we were maturing at the same time as girls around us who were going through puberty and going through these changes, did this period in our life anchor a consistency of sexual attraction towards long, lengthy, healthy, feminine legs throughout our entire life? Okay, so if you come to associate women's legs with sex during puberty, is it going to stick with you your whole life? More than likely. Alright, now let's talk about how legs are displayed, right? So there's a lack yet a slight peak of legs used by those around us as we're young, those around us when we're older, such as teachers, students around us who are wearing skirts. So I apologise, not necessarily authoritarian figures, but you see it used a lot in offices, and you'll see it used in places where a woman has to be modest, and so there might be a little glimmer, and what that does is that just garners particular thoughts to the imagination, right? So rather than we have a saying over there, and we say that leaves little to the imagination, and what that means is that when a woman is dressed so scantily that we don't necessarily need to imagine anything, purely as it's all there before us. Okay, so if we actually have to use our imagination to conjure up an idea as to what's going on there, because she's showing us a little bit but she's not showing us everything, so it sparks wonder, right? And obviously when it comes down to seduction, it's all in the mind and the imagination, so maybe potentially that aids us in sexualizing the legs. Now, what if I'm old? What if I'm getting old and I'm, let's say I've gone through the menopause and stuff, and I'm not I'm not the pubescent young teenage girl I used to be, right? Well, there's high heels. Here in England, if you go to the city centre, let alone at night, any time you go to the city centre past 6 p.m., and you're going to see women walking around in high heels representing that long leg. All right, obviously it accentuates other body parts, but more importantly, the high heels serve a purpose of raising and elevating the woman, okay? Because to accentuate the glutes and the calves and so forth, all she needs is a little 2-inch heel. She doesn't need the 6-inch, the 7-inch, the 8-inch heel, what some women may wear, right? So it creates the illusion of having these fertile looking legs, alright? These sexually charged, estrogen fueled feminine legs, okay? So it goes without saying why a man or the masculine would find that appealing. Alright? The high-heeled shoe flexes the muscle of the legs, emphasizing the health and the fitness. Okay, or at least creating an image of health and fitness. Which, drum roll please, is an image of fertility. As always, it comes down to the procreation. A woman with long legs may shave her legs, creating a sleek, smooth appearance, reflective of the woman. Why is it reflective of a woman? Because it's the opposite of the hair of a man. It's the opposite of the masculine. The yin and yang comes alive once again, and the emphasis on what makes a woman comes into play to create a bold sexual cue to entice the masculine. We spoke about masculine cues and emphasizing masculinity in order to produce better results in the dating market. Anyway, a little bit of food for thought. Hopefully this was something to think about. I hope you enjoyed, and if you did, click like, click subscribe. Any opinions, leave a comment. Bye.